Hey, it's Friday, April 3rd, so it's PPP Day, and got application in to First National last night. It's easy to fill out. You basically, we got from Amy started taking every payroll and then adding up all the different payroll numbers, and so we've got a number, and then contacted our accountant, and then she just ran a yearly payroll thing. So basically, it took all our salary, and then we took all the benefits that go along with that. So like for ours, for your payroll, you get your pay, but then like for us, you have the federal unemployment tax, Medicare, Social Security, Iowa unemployment tax. We have a simple IRA, so we match 3% for the employees that participate in that. So we have to throw that in the bucket, and then we also pay for the first $250 of health insurance. So that also gets in there. And then it comes up and asks you about the number of full-time employees on the application. Yeah, number of jobs it says. And so documentation is kind of confusing because older documentation said full-time employee, and they changed, I think it was yesterday, to full-time equivalency. So we'd take So what the accountant gave us all the hours we paid, and so you take the number of hours divided by 2080, and that basically gives you your full time equivalency. Ours seemed kind of high. It was running at 17 full time jobs a month on average, and I thought that was kind of high because we have 9 full-time employees that are considered full-time. Then if you throw me in there, that's 10. I'm not technically full-time. So it's like, wow, we have 7 part-time. Of all of our part-time employees, they make up 7 full-time FTEs a month. It's like, that can't be right. And we went to kind of digging through and realized how, when I added up the hours, how they have Amy and I as both full time equivalency. It's just the way they do, payroll. And I don't work that much, so then I made an adjustment on that based on the number of hours I put in a month. And then our managers are salaried, but we have them time clock in on the time clock, so that potentially throws some things off just a little bit. We're only a 40-hour a week company, but so I made some slight adjustments there, and you know, it came in just shy of in the 15, 16 range. And so we went down and put 15 in there. It could have floated either way, but I thought 15 was a good number because we kind of restructured some of our how we do business this fall and into 2020 to reduce labor some. So I think that's a good number. And how they use that is they want to make sure that you don't all of a sudden start paying 5 people $99,000 when they were making 70. So at the end of this, once you start this, you have to, once you take the money, you have 8 weeks to get everybody on the payroll and really you start with getting everybody on the payroll at the beginning, and you keep them employed for 8 weeks. And so the theory is at the end of 8 weeks, you're 75, 80%. Your sales are 75 to 80% of what they were before. And so you can put the application in today. I asked the bank to approve the money and hold it, but not disperse it to me till the end of the month, since I was under not a close order, but they're asking non-essential businesses to not be open. And so that's us. So we can't open till end of April. I originally thought about just taking the money sooner just to get employees off unemployment. But for us, that after thinking about it, it doesn't make sense to do that because once you get toward the end of 8 weeks, we're just getting open and things, and then all of a sudden, I have these payroll bills. Let's say I got 40% sales, I just can't cover the payroll and reboot. Um, so we're gonna try to delay that toward the end of April and get people on first part of May. Look at some of the models for Iowa. We're not expected to hit peak until May, so it's concerning me a little bit that we're going to still be, it may be June 1st. So anyway, yep. So they can hold the money and just reserve it for me. That'd be great. That's what we're looking for. And then you have to start dispersing it by June 30th. So if this thing drags out till June, then we can fire this up June 1st and get people back on the payroll. And then by the time we're done having that payroll, should be good. So anyway, I know it's a long, drag out process here, but the form's really simple. You just got to test on some things. Now, I did a few other things with it based on what NARTS, our association that we belong to, talked about. I went ahead and I grabbed all my quarterly 940 and 941 stuff that we give to the feds and the state for payroll taxes, and I got the last 12 months of that, and I also included that with my application. So hopefully that'll help First National today, because they really didn't say what they needed from us, and the application just says you need payroll, so you got payroll summary report. Anyone can fake that. I know they're trying to fast track this, so maybe they're doing it like this, and then at the end you still have to validate what you spent your money on. It has to meet the guidelines, and then meets the number of jobs that you put back into play that you had before. So that's that. Still haven't heard on the EIDL thing yet. Hoping today, tomorrow. If I don't hear by Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to get a little more concerned. So, I'm trying to think what other front. It's been an okay week so far. I'm always kind of I don't want to call it a negative person, but I always look at the darker side of realism, if you want to put it that way, if that's a better term. I started the week being real positive about how this thing's going, and as the week's gone on, it started draining. Especially last night, because trying to figure out this full-time equivalency thing and whether that's how it really reads and not reads, and do we have our numbers right? Is 17 really the right number? Is 15 really the right number? I probably spent 3 hours just trying to deal with that, run calculations, and double check some payroll numbers. It's kind of mentally exhausting, and hopefully it's not going to, I don't know if it's going to rain today or not, but I just need to get out and do some things. It was good. We had a friend come over Wednesday, sat on the deck, and had some drinks, a cooler, and it was kind of fun to hang out. Not that I don't want to hang out with wife, but we did that the day before, and I guess we're doing it every day. But so that was fun. And had another friend message me last night that's also doing the PPP loan, and she has a business here in town, and it's good to hear. They sounds like she has a really good association she works with that's providing pretty good advice on how to move forward. She was able to get all her stuff together pretty quick. It sounded like because her stuff's more automated, and ours is automated, but it can be a little clunky at times because I'll scan things in and I store them in documents and stuff. But so let me see. It's Friday. Well, so I'll report back on Monday how things are going. Today I'm gonna work this morning. I'm trying to, again, not to focus. I'm just going to focus on my other functions, my work clothes for the day today. I got a proposal to write, so I'm going to get on that here in the next few minutes and try to get that jammed through in the next couple hours, get that out. And then by then, the bank should be open and looking at the processing. So if they need anything from me, I can get that to them. No, I mean, I'm looking at myself now. It's like, man, you kind of look tired. It hasn't been two nights. The last 2 nights just haven't been good sleeping nights. I'll take a nap today. That'd probably be a good idea. Open the window. It's gonna be cold. We got a winter storm advisory or something going on just northwest of us. So crack the window open a little bit and get some fresh air. So, okay. Well, that's where we're at. Hopefully not bored after 10 minutes. I know people skip through. People that watch it will skip through some of this stuff, and hopefully the people that are have businesses and going through the same thing, hopefully get this PPP out there and look at your idle, and then start thinking about how you're going to reboot that business. To mention one of the other videos, as Neil says, you have your goals, but have flexible methods to get there. And our goal right now is, as I pointed out, we're close to the end of May or end of April. We know it looks like the peak is going to be sometime toward the end of April, early May of this here in the state, which means it'll start dropping off, but there'll still be some hysteria and things like that going on for probably 30 days after that. So the goal of trying to use that PPP money the first part of May, first part of June, and then really start ramping things back up. So, okay. And we'll report back Monday later.